In this video, we are going to review how to manage online testing for the Maine Through Year Assessment. First, let's access the Maine Through Year Assessment platform known as Acacia. NWEA uses a single sign-on system for both MAP and Maine Through Year. To access the single sign-on login page, we are going to go to start.mapnwea.org. Once on this page, click OK to bypass the system alert and enter your email, as well as your password. Once logged in, you will see 4 drop-down menus at the top of the page. Click Maine Through Year, and then click Maine Through Year Acacia landing page or the Maine Department of Education logo. From the home page, you can access Manage Online Testing either from the menu under Online Testing or from the home page through the Monitor Test shortcut button. In order to see this icon, you need to have the appropriate user permissions. School level and SAU level users, for example, school and district assessment coordinators, will be able to access Manage Online Testing. Instructors, however, will be able to access Manage Online Testing if they are assigned to an online testing group. Select the current administration from the drop-down menu, as well as the subject, the testing grade, and the organization. The print test ticket option will only be visible when viewing students at the school level. So it's important that you are navigating to the list of students by school rather than by SAU. For this demonstration, I'm going to be accessing our list of sample students in the Maine Department of Education demo school. These are not real students. After selecting search, a test status overview will appear for all students in the school in that grade level. From this overview, you can select any one of the status buttons to view a list of those students. Ready to test indicates students that have not yet started the assessment. In progress indicates students that are currently testing. Alerts indicate students who are inactive. That means that the student has logged into the assessment, but is not currently completing the assessment. For students who are in inactive status, the only thing you need to do is have them log back into the assessment from their computer using their previous test ticket. And then we have students who have submitted the assessment. Or you can select a specific group of students to view the students only in that group by clicking the magnifying glass icon underneath Actions. Because the Maine DOE demo school has such a small number of sample students, let's view all students. Right away, a filter appears at the top, in which you can filter by the personal needs and preferences. These are the embedded accommodations and supports, as well as not tested codes. But for now, we're going to scroll past those filters. So there are 2 different options for viewing this list of students. The first option is as an overview, in which case we can see the name, student state ID, test status, school, group, response progress, and actions column. The other option is to view this by accessibility supports. In this view, we can still see the name and student state ID and test status, but we can also see the various supports and accommodations assigned to the student. So there are embedded supports, which change how the test is presented in the online platform, such as Braille, large print, and paper pencil, as well as text-to-speech. And there are non-embedded supports, such as American Sign Language, bilingual word glossary, read aloud, which is human reader, scribe, and small group setting. And then NTC stands for our not tested codes, which are entered solely by Maine DOE and NWEA. You'll notice that 2 options appear in the Actions column. The first option is the test attributes. Test attributes allows you to assign supports or accommodations to the student's test. For tests that have not yet been started, you can assign any supports and accommodations or change them as needed, including changing from the online test to a paper-based test. For tests that have already been started, you cannot change from an online test to a paper-based test or vice versa. But you can assign or unassign text-to-speech, and you can change the non-embedded accommodations and designated supports. For any test that has been completed, you cannot change any of the embedded accommodations and designated supports, but you can add or remove non-embedded accommodations and designated supports if they were entered incorrectly or were forgotten to be entered prior to the administration. For students that are in ready to test status, in progress, or inactive, you can access and print the student's test ticket by clicking the PDF icon. For tests that have been submitted, you will have the option of accessing the student's dynamic score report by clicking the graph icon. If you want to print test tickets for multiple students, you can either select the names of the students for the test tickets you'd like to print, or you could select all, and then you can choose between 1 ticket per page, 4 tickets per page, or the generation of a CSV file with all of the test login information. As you are managing online testing, don't forget to come back up to the top and click the refresh button to show students ongoing progress through the assessment. If you experience any difficulties during the administration of the Maine Through Year Assessment, please do not hesitate to reach out to Krista Averill, Assessment Coordinator at the Maine DOE, or to NWEA Maine Partner Support at 855-430-1777.